So first, I'm going to just take my hair down, and then I'm going to brush it out using my Aquage brush. This has the plastic ones, and then it's also got boar bristle in there, so it's really gentle on your hair. And then you always start at the bottom and work your way up. If you guys don't already know, I have very fine, thin hair. It's looking a little big right now, but it's just the frizz in it. I wore it up to work yesterday because it was Saturday and I was super busy. So this is what it looks like, just natural. I didn't curl it yesterday or anything. This is just bumps from it being up. But my hair's pretty straight. So I'm going to get started. I am going to first spray the Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press all over my hair. This is a protection for your hair. It's quick drying. It says protects fragile strands, which I have for sure. And it's a little bit of a hold. So I just spray this all over. The products I use when I get out of the shower already has a little bit of protection in it. Like I use the Kenra blow dry spray, and that has some heat protection and things like that, but you can't ever use too much. Okay, so then usually what I do, I will just like curl as I go. I'll like split the back piece, but for now I'm gonna clip it half up and half down so you guys can really see what I'm doing. So with it still split down the back, this is what half of my hair looks like. It's not much. So this is a very old curling iron. I've had this, oh my gosh, since I was like a sophomore in high school, I guess. I'm waiting for it to die and then I'll get a professional brand. But this one's just from Sally's and it was probably pretty cheap, but it's like starting to crack and stuff, so I'm gonna have to replace it pretty soon. But it works really good. And then another good tip is if you have like normal to fine, not curly, just you need to get the frizz out sometimes, don't put your hot tools past like 330. You don't need that. It's not necessary. What I do, my kind of rule of thumb is whatever it is for the heat, do half of it. That's a pretty good rule because I know it's hard to remember what temperature your hair needs to be at, but if your hair is normal, half of whatever it is good for you. It's fine. It'll work. And if it doesn't, just bump it up a little bit at a time and then see what you need, because the highest on here is for like the curliest ethnic hair you can imagine. So half is good for you, I promise. So what I'll do, I usually take pretty large sections, but I want some bigger hair today, so I'm going to take smaller sections. That's kind of the rule. The bigger pieces of hair you take, the more relaxed it's going to be, and also the bigger the curls. Oh, and this is a 1-inch, by the way. So I take this and I always start at the top and then I just roll it, because these ends don't need that much heat on them. So I do that, and then when I get a curl or two around, I flip it out and I keep curling, and then I get one more around and I flip it out, and then I just keep going, and then at the end I'll kind of pull it just to relax it a little bit. So I know that was probably a lot to take in at one time, so I'll show you again. So I always start up here. I don't ever like go to my ends and curl, because you're gonna get the most heat on your ends and you do not need to do that. It takes more heat longer in like this mid shaft. Your ends don't need much to curl. So always start in this middle and just roll it. And then like I said, when you get like 2 passes around, flip it out. And then you curl it again and then flip it out. And then when I get to the ends, I pull. So I'm going to show you 2 more times down here, and then I'm going to speed me up through the middle sections. Okay, so you just put your curling iron in the middle and twist it around like twice, and then like curl your curling iron around and flip that piece off, and then pull. And then I'll speed myself up through this midsection, but you'll still be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm done with this bottom half. I'm just going to take some hairspray. This is the Joico Power Spray. This is the heaviest hold, but all of the ones in this line are good. And then you can part wherever you want. I've been parting a little off to the side lately. I don't know why. This is pretty. Okay. So I'm going to take this. And then I'm going to start at the back. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here, but I'm going to show you again some more. So I curl it around like twice, and then I'll flip the top piece out. And then you can see how it's still curled. So it's really cooling off while it's curled, and that's what makes you have these like more separated curls. They're not like spiral. I'm gonna take another section and curl it like twice, and then flip that curl out. And then in this front section, my hair comes to like a point right here. So I leave that point out because I like it to really go back. And you can feel it. If you can still touch it, it's fine. But when you feel like you need to take your hand away, you really need to take your hair off of it. It shouldn't touch anything hotter than you can touch, really. And then this one I'm going to kind of angle back. And then I just pull it back. Since you guys can see my paint swatches, tell me which one of these you like. I can't decide. Those have been hanging up for like 3 months now because I can't decide which one I like. Okay, so remember, start up here and then curl it around twice, and then you can use your fingers to help you take your curls off the curling iron. And then the same thing with this piece. I want it to go back more, so I'm going to angle it that way. Okay, so I'm going to spray some more hairspray. And then this is usually when I'll do my makeup and I'll just leave myself in these crazy curls. But I already did that, so I'm just going to let them cool for a minute. I'm going to drink some coffee, run around the house for a second, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've let my curls set a little while. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can leave them like this if you want. You can take your fingers and pull them apart if you really still want that still pretty curly look. You could brush it out with a hairbrush. What I like to do is just run my fingers through them. You could take a comb, whatever your little heart desires. So I'm just going to be brushing them out. I don't like this little curly thing I've got going on here. So I'm going to take my curling iron and just set it under there. Because that's weird. I don't know where that's coming from. It's probably for me having my hair up. That's better, but... So I just run my fingers through it. And then I toss it back, and then I kind of comb this back. I don't always do this, but I'm going to add it in there in case you want to. This is the Schwarzkopf. It's Dust It. I use this in all of my updo clients and my girls with really fine hair. So this is good for second, third, fourth day hair if you just want to get some extra body. So it's a powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take like a little section of hair and I'm going to flip it over, and then I'm going to sprinkle this in my roots. And I'm going to do that on both sides. I don't usually like sprinkle this right in my part because it is white and I don't want a white cast. And this stuff doesn't go away like dry shampoo does. And then in the back, I'm going to sprinkle it there too. You don't have to shake it this hard. I'm getting really low, so I've got to. So you can see how powdery that is, and it's not sticky, but like tacky feeling. And I'm just gonna back comb it. You can see how well the back combing stays. So I'm just gonna back comb it a little bit. Because my hair likes to split in the back. I have a little bit of a cowlick back there, I think. So I'm just going to back comb it a little bit. Like, you can see how crazy that is. Then what I like to do is I'll stick my hand under here and like shake while I spray. And it'll separate your curls out so you can hairspray them. And then if you want even bigger hair, I'm sorry, I'm like flashing my bra straps. If you want even bigger hair, you can like hold your ends and pull up with your fingers. And it'll like tease it a little bit. And then like this one, it's not wanting to cooperate. So I'll just go back in with my curling iron. And fix it. And then this stuff is great if you feel your hair kind of going flat in the middle of the day. You can even carry, I mean, this is tiny. You can carry it around in your purse, or even what's just left in there, you can just rub it and it'll kind of reactivate it. I love it so much. I don't usually do all these steps. I have been liking my hair really flat and then bigger on the ends, so I'll tease my ends more. I'm sorry, my dog and my cat are like going at it right now. Come here. Aw, he's so cute. But I'm digging the big hair right now. I know some of you are probably thinking that's not big at all, but this is big to me. I never wear my hair this big. I'm big already, you guys, and I don't want to make myself look any bigger, if that makes sense. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions on how I curled my hair, I will try my best to answer your questions. I have no idea how to describe, I guess like unwind. You unwind it. I don't know, but if you have any more questions, I'll try to answer them. Again, I got this curling iron at Sally's, but I do recommend the Hot Tools ones. You can get them at a salon near you, or Ulta has them a lot, and they'll have like pretty good deals on them. All my social media is listed down below. I will also have listed down below all the products I use and everything on my face right now, and my no makeup routine, or like my in a hurry routine, will be up before this video, so that'll be linked down below if you want to see how I got this makeup on my face. Please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and also say hi in the comments down below. I want to know who's watching this, if I know you guys or not. So I will see you guys next time. Be on the lookout. I'm going to do my Kat Von D Shade Light palette review pretty soon. That'll probably be up this week too, so keep an eye out for that. I love it so much. So I will see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Bye.